By June 20th, 2025, total profit and loss was 14,753,816. So that's quite a bit of profit, but we're going to look a full picture, how much they have lost so far, because this is MSTR and all these are the numbers on MSTR call and put options. So we're going to dive into these numbers in details. But first, let's get updated. Hello, fellow passive income investors. This is Think Passive, your eyes and ears on passive income investing, especially from Roundhill and YieldMax ETFs and any of these high yielding ETFs. Today, we're going to look at MSTR estimate for July distributions. Yesterday, I posted a video which was titled How to Split Your Portfolio for Bigger Passive Income Investor, and thumbnail was MSTY/PLTY. And I made this video corresponding to one of our subscribers who asked a question, how much should I put in MSTY and PLTY to generate this amount of money? So I came up with all the numbers and spreadsheet, and the video was very successful. Within just 3 hours, I had over 2,000 viewers. This was one of the most successful video, and for whatever reason, YouTube deemed this video inappropriate and misleading, and I have no idea why they came up with that conclusion. So they did remove, and because it was removed, now you can see that content. I have no idea, because most of my videos, they're all pretty much the same. I talk about how you can generate income, and based on the numbers that we have from YieldMax or Roundhill websites. It's not the numbers that I just make up from my head, right? Anyways, the video has been removed and I appealed. So I'm going to see if they're going to put this video back, and I just leave that to YouTube and their decision they're going to make. I don't own the platform, so whatever they decide to do, that's their call. Now let's go to our today's topic of MSTY distribution estimate for month of July, which is coming very soon. But first, we're going to look at today's price update. This, of course, was Friday. It closed at 2064. And within a month, it has lost about 13.24%. And if we look at the 6 months period, it was at 29.44. With just a price, you have lost about 33.78. But if you add all the distribution you've received within 6 months, then you are not really down at all. 52-week range is between 1710 to 4650. So for people who bought at 1710, right now, those people are happy and laughing. But if you bought this ETF at 4650 and you never average it down, then you might be either even or you are suffering some loss right now. Volume of MSTY is very high. It has average of closer to 10 million share traded on a daily basis. Net asset, this is the amount of money that investors have invested in this ETF. It's almost about 5 billion right now. On this website, it's not updated, but if you go to YieldMax website, I think last time I checked was 4.8 billion. Now let's look at the distribution history. They have been paying a distribution since April 8th, 2024, a year and 2 months now. Average distribution is $2.56. Last time they paid only $1.47, and the highest they have ever paid was $4.42. So hopefully one of these days they might pay again $4 or at least $3. But the distribution that I'm going to show you for next month might be a little bit less than most people would expect. All in all, since inception, they have paid $38.37. So if you add the distribution they have paid with the price of today, your price is $59.01, meaning you haven't lost any money. So people who are saying, oh, these ETFs have NAV erosion, what I can tell you, NAV erosion, it depends on when you buy. If you bought at 49 and you sold when you went to 20, then you've lost. But since inception, we look at the fund performance itself, your price is a 59. And this 59 is just adding the distribution they have paid. But let's say, for example, every time you are receiving these distributions and you're buying more shares, guess what happens? You are getting more distributions on top of distributions. And that's what we call compounding, meaning this amount will be higher because you're compounding every month. If we scroll down here, we can see ticker symbol is MSTY, traded on New York Stock Exchange. And by the way, MSTY also has started trading in Europe, I think in the London Stock Exchange. So if you live in Europe And of course, for people who live in Canada as well, you can buy this ETF as well. Now, price of today, as we've seen, is 2064. So if we use this price of closing there on Friday, and with our average distribution of $2.56, then annual yield is 149. That's a huge. But if we go with last distribution they paid, which was only $1.47, that's 85.47 annual yield. For most people here would prefer to have the highest yield of 150, but I would be happy even with 85% yield. As long as you're compounding your money, your portfolio will grow massively. So now we know that in April they paid $1.34, in May they paid $2.36, and in June they paid $1.47. So how much they're going to pay in July, that's what I'm going to reveal next. If you're with me so far watching this video and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to this channel and hit that notification button so whenever I release new video, you'll be able to receive the update. And if you like this type of content, as always, smash the like button and don't forget to share with someone who you think this video might help. And if you want to go extra mile and be more generous, you can always give me a super thanks, because your contribution helped me to be able to subscribe to the data that I'm getting this information from. Now, let's look at the data to estimate how much you're going to receive for July. First thing we're going to look here is profit and loss. As of now, 164 million. Profit and loss per share is 72 cents. Share outstanding 227 million. Cash closer to 1.5 million. MSTY Group D is going to declare distribution on July 2nd, 2025, which is only like 2 weeks away from today. When they are going to announce distribution on July 2nd, profit and loss per share will be 8 cents. That's a drop from where it is right now at 72 cents per share. And this is based on these numbers here. You can see there's a synthetic of profit, and there's synthetic of 30 million. Total is 18.96 million loss. We have seen MSTY price at 2064. Last distribution, they paid $1.47. MSTR price, this is underlying stock, which MSTY is writing and selling call on and against. Closes on Friday at 367.70 cents. The cycle starts on June 1st, 2025 and ends June 28th, 2025. Distribution announcement for MSTY for upcoming month is on July 2nd, 2025. Ex-date and record date is July 3rd, 2025. So in order for you to receive distribution from MSTY, you have to be on a record on this date. I would recommend to buy this ETF 2 days or 3 days before X and record date. Payout is July 7th, 2025. And how much is the estimate that you're going to receive for July? It's going to be between 96 cents to $1.23. Again, guys, this is just an estimate. This is not 100% final numbers that will come from yieldmax when they announce this distribution. But what I can tell you guys, last time I made a distribution estimate for Group B, which is going to pay this Monday. All the estimates were pretty accurate. I did the same, the lowest number and the highest number. Most of the distribution came from the lowest end of the number. So be prepared to receive a distribution from MSTY, which is going to be lower than $1, but at the highest is going to be $1.22. I doubt it's going to be anything $2 and up, but this is just an estimate, guys. So please, let's just wait and see if these numbers will be accurate. And before I forget, the distribution yield, if they're paying 96 cents, that will be 60.72% based on the share price of this estimate. But if they're going to pay $1.22, the annual yield will be 77.33. So guys, that's all I have for today. If you like this content, don't forget to smash the like button, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share with someone. Let me know in a comment below, what do you think about this estimate? Are you excited if yieldmax is going to pay less than $1, or will you be so upset? Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you on next video. Bye bye.